Hello and welcome to the channel Fabrico. Today we are going to sew Camellia Bodice. It's a spectacular bodice. It features lacing on the sides of the front, a metal zipper in the middle seam of the back. The bodice is lined. As usual, you can download the PDF pattern of this bodice in the description box below the video. We recommend using denim and cotton. It's better to use cotton fabric for lining. Also, you'll need metal separating zipper, interfacing, lace, cotton lining, and bias cut fusible tape. Let's get cutting. It's highly important to decade the fabric before cutting to prevent it from shrinking during sewing. We lay out the patterns on the fabric, observing direction of the grain line. It is indicated on the patterns, and trace the patterns along the contour. Do not forget to transfer all control marks onto the cutting pieces. So cut the pieces. After cutting, double check the number of pieces according to the pattern pieces list. And do not forget to interface the pieces as indicated on the patterns. Let's get sewing, and we start with the front of the bodice. Sew the central pieces of the front, folding the pieces right sides together. Press the allowances. Top stitch on both sides of the seam. Prepare the loops. Stitch the loop part in half 5 mm from the cut. If necessary, you can cut off the seam allowance and turn the piece right side out. Cut the loops to a length suitable for the cord. Sew the loops onto the front sides, placing them on the notches. Sew the front sides to the center front pieces. Press the seam allowances and top stitch them. The back. Sew the central pieces of the back with the sides of the back. Press seam allowances and top stitch them. Let's proceed to the zipper. Open the zipper and stitch first to one side of the middle cut of the back, equalizing the allowances. Then stitch the other side. Press. Sew the zipper facing along the short sides, cut out corners and flip onto the right side. Sew the zipper facing to the right side of the zipper. Press. Sew the front and back bodies along the side seam. Press the allowances to the back and top stitch. Sew the front and back facings along the side seam, folding the pieces right sides together. Press the allowances. And finally, the lining. Sew the center front lining pieces along the middle seam. Press the allowances. Attach the sides of the front lining to the central pieces of the front. Press the allowances onto the lining. Sew the central pieces of the back lining with the sides of the back lining. Press the seam allowances towards the center. Sew the lining along the side seams, leaving an unstitched opening in the left side seam. Press seam allowances to the back. Pin the bottom edge of the facing to the top edge of the lining. Stitch and press the seam allowances onto the lining. Pin together the bodice and lining on all sides, aligning the notches. Stitch them, cut out corners, and flip onto the right side. Press seam allowances. Top stitch along the zipper. Sew up the unstitched opening. Thread the laces through the loops. Give the bodice a final press.